Okay, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, which I learned this truth from. And peace to you brothers out there that's doing this work in 100% truth and spirit. All right? I'm the brother Yahweh Sap, coming back at you to do another video and do my part in pushing this truth, man. All right, as you can see in front of you, there's a video from RT News about Russia, China, Turkey, and India ready to drop the dollar. Okay, and so when they drop the dollar, you already know what that means. You know, even though we already in war, we're in the trade wars and all that stuff, but they know they're going to drop the dollar. That's why all these countries are getting their military might in order. So when it's time to really pop off, which is soon, okay, they're going to get it on and popping. Most of y'all brothers probably already seen this video already. I'm not going to let the whole thing play, because y'all brothers could check it out. But I'm going to play some of it just so you could hear about some points that this Edomite, brings out, okay?
The national headquarters of RT America and our nation's capital. Hello again, everybody. I'm Rick Sanchez. We're now getting the full picture of what happened to our economy in the month of December. And what comes to mind for most economists who are talking about this are words like rout, as in defeat or retreat. In fact, most of them are saying that, with the exception of the late advance that we reported to you toward the end of the year, it was historically bad. Let me give you the headline. It was the worst December for the S&P 500 since 1931. You literally could not turn on your TV during December without hearing the catchword for the season, which was volatility.
After days of historic declines, the Dow closed up nearly 1,100 points yesterday, the largest single-day point gain. The Dow is moving back towards the lows of the day. All 30 Dow stocks are now in the red, and the Dow's gains for the year are gone. A distant memory.
It was another roller coaster day on Wall Street. Following yesterday's 1,000-point surge, stocks plummeted as much as 600 points today. Then they came roaring back.
News on Wall Street, which is giving investors a major case of whiplash. The market's plunging again today. What the heck is going on?
What the heck is going on? So now, as we embark on a new year, we have to ask ourselves a series of questions. For example, what happens with countries who are deciding they no longer want to use the dollar as their standard? Also, what happens if the Fed continues to raise interest rates? What happens to the debt that's been accrued by millions of Americans who, for the last 9 years, have been on a buying spree because it seemed to them that money was just so damn cheap? And then finally, with all the heat on the U.S.-Russia relations, U.S.-China relations, and Saudi Arabia seeming to want to act the fool, what happens to our economy if there's a global military conflict? It is with these questions that we kick off our first newscast of 2019. I'm Rick Sanchez. This is RT America, where we believe it is time to do news again. Let's do this. We're going to begin, obviously, with this question of what next for the U.S. economy. It seemed for a while there like everything was up and up and up, right? And now it's more like what could possibly happen next. Let me visualize this volatility for you. First of all, there is talk that countries like China and Russia and Turkey and India are looking to dump the dollar. And then there's the S&P 500, which experienced its worst December rout since 1931. Then stocks all over the world started limping, literally limping to a finish in places especially like Japan and Germany. Europe's main stock, its gauge fell by 13%. The 10-year Treasury yield slid 2.68%. That was the lowest since February of that year. And in commodities, crude showed its first loss since 2015. So what was up? Gold. Gold finished the year on a 6-month high, which is usually, as most of you know, a sure sign that investors don't trust the market conditions, so they do gold as a hedge. So with all of that said, what I want to do now is bring in somebody who knows a lot about this and can help us try and make sense of it. Bart Chilton was the commissioner for the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading from 2007 to 2014. He's also the host of...
All right, well, he pretty much said the point I wanted to bring out, like, because as you see, what was it? Let's go back a little bit. We're gonna go back to what it says. It was China, Slovakia, right here. China, Russia, Turkey, India. Okay, they getting ready to drop the dollar. All right, because first of all, we all know the dollar is worthless now. Okay, and once they drop the dollar, what's gonna happen? America's gonna want to go to war with them. Hence, World War III. Okay. And as you can see, these other countries, they've accepted that form of democracy. Okay. And democracy don't work, man. Okay. Democracy is just a joke, man. All right. Let me bring out the first scripture that I wanted to bring out. Okay. Let's go to we're gonna go to Jeremiah 51. And we're gonna go to 7th verse, okay? Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad. Exactly, okay? Because first of all, we all know America is Babylon, okay? Is the daughter of Babylon, all right? Because remember, at one point, America it was the shit. It was popping. America was that place, you know. And at one point, can nobody mess with America? Because they'll mess around and drop a bomb on you and finish you, okay? So America's getting weaker now, all right? And they still, of course, pushing that democracy BS, which democracy don't work, and their money is becoming worthless, all right? And these other nations are seeing that, okay? And they know that. That's why they're getting ready to drop the dollar and do their own thing, all right? So here it is. They got drunken off of that Babylon juice, okay? And now, since after they finish getting drunk off that Babylon juice, they see, oh man, this is not what's up no more. This is not what's popping no more. So now they mad, okay? Because the American dollar is not what it used to be, all right? So, which also means what? Destruction. Because all this is gonna be is just a setup for them. You know what I mean? Because the Most High is getting ready to destroy this place. Okay, this place is about to go out with a big bang, the real big bang. All right, not that outer space junk that they talk about, the Big Bang Theory. Nah, America is about to go out with a big bang. All right, with nuclear missiles and fire. Okay, and that's great because we just getting closer and closer to being delivered and getting up out of here. All right. Let me. Oh no, it was something else that I wanted to bring out in Jeremiah as well. Jeremiah 10:10. Okay. But the Lord Yahweh is the true God. He is the living God and an everlasting King. Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, an everlasting King. And at his wrath the earth shall tremble, and the nations shall not be able to abide his indignation. Okay? See, these nations are also gonna have to pay, man. Because these other nations are gonna also have to pay because they went right along with Babylon, with bringing Israel down. Okay? Touching the apple of his eye. Not only did Babylon, these Edomites did this, but these other nations as well. All right? And that's one reason he had them drinking that Babylon juice. Okay? Because they not exempt from what's about to happen to Babylon. They got to pay too. Just for getting down on putting a hand on Jacob, man. Putting a hand on the apple of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's eye, man. They put their hands on us and they wasn't supposed to. Okay? So now they're going to have to feel that wrath too. You know what I mean? Because one thing brothers got to remember, we not in that time of peace. We not in that time of trying to chill and just fall back and relax. We in the time of war, man. And we got to stay in that spirit, man. Pushing this word, and just being in the spirit, man. Matter of fact, since I said that, I don't want to switch up gears too much, but you know what? Let me bring this out. Ecclesiastes 3, and we're gonna start at the very first verse. Okay. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Okay? To everything there's a season. All right? Verse 2. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. All right? Because we in that time of Babylon about to be broken down. Okay? And Israel is about to be built up. Okay? Verse 4. A time to weep and a time to laugh. We not in the time of laughing, man. And we about to be in a time where there's going to be a whole lot of weeping. Okay? And we're not in the time to be all laughing and joking around because we in some serious times right now. All right? Continuing in verse 4. A time to mourn and a time to dance. Yup, it's going to be a lot of mourning going on. Especially when Jacob's trouble comes and this chip is made mandatory, it's gonna be a lot of mourning and a lot of trouble, man. Because when the kingdom gets here, when Yahweh Shai set up the kingdom, then that's gonna be the time when we're gonna be dancing in the kingdom, and that's when we're gonna be so-called turning up and having fun. Is when the kingdom is set and it's time to just chill and relax and get peace, man. But we're not in that time just yet. We in the time of Jacob trouble about to be here. Okay. Verse 5. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. Verse 6. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. Verse 7. A time to render and a time to sue. a time to keep silence and a time to speak. Verse 8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. Exactly. We in a time of war, not in a time of peace, man. Because again, when Jacob trouble comes, it's not going to be a time of peace, man. It's going to be all out war in these streets, and it's going to be all out war between these other nations, man. It ain't gonna be no time. It ain't gonna be no time to love, but it's gonna be hate in that time, though. It's gonna be more hate. It's gonna be increased to a whole nother level in that time when these streets when all hell breaks loose, man. All right, verse 9. What profit hath he that worketh in that wherein he laboreth? Oh, Salakia. It was up to verse 8 I wanted to bring out. I just want to bring out about the times that we in. So basically in verse 8 is where I wanted to end off at. And because we in that time of war and we ain't in that time of peace. Okay? Because like I said before, as soon as they drop that, as soon as those countries, China, Russia, Turkey, India, as soon as they drop that dollar, Trump gonna get at them and try to make some nonsense up of why they gotta go against these other countries. Hence, what's that? World War III, man. World War III. So with that, I'm gonna just close with that. And it's lucky if the video is a bit dry. I'm just not feeling 100% anyway. But y'all get the point, So, Shalom and all glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Rakah Kwadash, and peace to you brothers, man. And let's keep on pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.